What happens to your money if the entire system breaks down? Imagine waking up tomorrow and your dollars are just numbers on a broken scoreboard. People ask this all the time. If the economy collapses, will Bitcoin save us, or will it crash too? It's a scary but fascinating question, and to answer it, we need to peel back how money, trust, and survival actually work when things fall apart. So grab your stick figures and doodles because we're about to test Bitcoin in the ultimate stress scenario, a collapsing world economy. Picture this: stores running out of food, banks closing their doors, prices jumping so fast that yesterday's money can't even buy today's bread. That's not just a bad day on Wall Street, that's collapse. It's when the engine of money, trade, and trust grinds to a halt. And when that happens, people don't care about charts or fancy investments. They care about survival. So the real question is, does Bitcoin survive in survival mode? Let's be real. If trucks stop delivering food, no one is trading Bitcoin for a sandwich. They'll trade water for rice, gasoline for medicine, shoes for a chicken. That's stage one, barter. Because when people panic, they fall back to the basics: food, water, safety. Does Bitcoin help here? Not really. A USB stick won't feed you. But humans are creative. Very quickly, people pick something everyone wants and start using it as money. In prisons, it's cigarettes. In some collapsed economies, it's US dollars. In ancient times, it was salt or shells. This works because money is just a shared agreement. If enough people agree this thing has value, it becomes money. So here's the twist. Bitcoin could enter the game here if enough people trust it and still have electricity and internet to use it. Bitcoin is often called digital gold, but notice the word, digital. Without internet, without electricity, Bitcoin is just math trapped in your head. Imagine a world with no power grid, no Wi-Fi, no phone towers. Your Bitcoin wallet would be like a treasure chest buried under lava. You know it's there, but you can't reach it. So in a total collapse, Bitcoin is almost useless. But in a partial collapse, where the system is broken but the internet limps along, Bitcoin could shine. Why? Trust. When governments print money like it's monopoly cash, people lose faith in paper bills. Hyperinflation in Venezuela, Zimbabwe, Argentina, all examples where people looked for something outside government control. Enter Bitcoin. It's borderless, it can't be printed at will, and it doesn't care if your bank is closed. In a shaky economy with working internet, Bitcoin becomes the lifeboat. Look back at 2008, the financial crisis that gave birth to Bitcoin. Banks failed, trust collapsed, and that's when someone or some group launched Bitcoin as an alternative. Fast forward, every time there's instability, Bitcoin often spikes in popularity. It's like fire insurance. Nobody wants it until the house is on fire. Here's the funny part. When everything is normal, critics say Bitcoin is too risky. But when things are not normal, people run to Bitcoin because it feels safer than their own money. It's like saying parachutes are dangerous unless your plane is crashing. But let's not paint Bitcoin as a superhero in a cape. It has limits. No internet, no Bitcoin. No electricity, no Bitcoin. If people just don't trust it, no Bitcoin. That's why in a Mad Max collapse, canned beans will always beat blockchains. But in a modern collapse, imagine something more realistic. Banks freeze accounts, the dollar loses half its value, inflation eats away at savings. In that scenario, people still have phones, laptops, and patchy internet. Guess what? Bitcoin could explode in use. Why? Because people will look for an escape hatch, and Bitcoin is designed to be exactly that, a way out when the system feels rigged. So what happens to Bitcoin if the economy collapses? If it's total collapse, survival goods win. Forget Bitcoin. If it's partial collapse, Bitcoin could skyrocket in demand because people will want a safe place for their money outside banks and governments. It's not an all-or-nothing answer. It depends on the flavor of collapse. Picture three stick figure scenes: people trading bread for water and barter, people using cigarettes, dollars, or shells as temporary money, and finally, people holding phones with glowing Bitcoin logos in a shaky but still connected world. That's the path. That's the story. Bitcoin isn't magic. It won't save you from hunger, but it is a powerful tool in a shaky financial world. The truth is, if the economy collapses, the first thing you'll need is food. The second thing you'll need is safety. And the third thing? Maybe, just maybe, Bitcoin.
So ask yourself, in a storm, do you want to be holding paper or code that lives everywhere and nowhere at the same time?